All right, man. Lost in Seattle. We're gonna go into this this outreach towards harassment towards black people, African Americans. Biden's push to get African American communities vaccinated not gaining traction. And they got all these type of excuses why niggas ain't getting this vaccine. Because they don't. It seems it's obvious choice. The obvious answer is right there. They don't want it. But
and you black people are the main people that's saying, this is a trial basis for a vaccine that has not been approved by the FDA. They said once they get approved, then we might take it.
Yeah, our uncle called and talked about the vaccine and said how he took it. And when I told him it hasn't been approved by the FDA, he got quiet for like a minute. And I had to, it's gonna be okay. It's
don't mislead
I didn't want, because he was scared. He was obviously was.
See, it was a good thing I wasn't on that phone.
His heart started beating a little faster, and I said it's gonna be all right. It's just that it hasn't been approved, even though I'm really thinking in my head it ain't been approved. But just let it be known. But they got all these excuses as to why black Americans aren't getting the vaccine. Now this is the segment on the Black News Channel. We're gonna use this as a backdrop.
I don't fuck with this channel, so you know who came across this video. It wasn't me.
So we're gonna see what they had to say.
The White House has intensified the push in the past month in particular to get 70% of adults vaccinated by July 4th.
I believe right now the number is at 41% of the country. 130 plus million people have been vaccinated in this country, fully vaccinated. 130.
The problem is people have gotten the first shot, but they're not going back to get the second shot.
Exactly.
There's actually some people in the comment sections in this video saying how they've gotten the first shot.
Well,
black people, but they like, I'll wait for the second one.
That, however, is proving to be difficult for the black community. The Biden administration knows the key to a successful COVID vaccination campaign would be reaching the most vulnerable population, but according to the CDC,
how are black people the most vulnerable population?
Well, allegedly, black people have died the most from it.
It's so amazing how we affected by everything negative or bad. We just
somehow our numbers is so high. It's just they're trying to say that this COVID thing is proving racism. This proves racism. Yeah. This proves racism. Black people, quote unquote, not having access, quote unquote, to the vaccine when they do have access to it. If they want to go get it.
Yeah, the bus rides here are free to get to the vaccine places. Uber, Lyft is free. The light rail is free.
Like I don't understand.
Less than a quarter of black Americans had received their first COVID-19 shot as of June 3rd. Earlier, I talked to Dr. Cameron Webb, senior advisor to the COVID-19 White House Equity Task Force, and asked him about this disparity. Take a listen. Dr. Webb, thank you so much for joining me, sir. So the Biden administration has made outreach and inclusion
/harassment
a central part of its COVID-19 response and push for the vaccine. However, black people still lag significantly behind other groups of people. In fact, as of June 7th, I think only about a quarter of black people in America have received their first dose of the vaccine. To what do you attribute this?
Well, first off, that statistic is actually inaccurate. There's some data that's available that kind of describes that, less than one quarter, but that's really based on 62% of people where we know the race and ethnicity.
So you think in that extra 30% that number from 20% is going to jump up or something? What you think going to happen?
I think it'll go down.
More than likely.
But I'm surprised they actually have a black male doctor talking about this.
I don't think he's a doctor. He's in Biden's administration.
Oh, okay. I thought he said doctor.
Is he?
Let me go back.
Let me see.
When you introduced him.
Take a listen. Dr. Webb, thank you so much for joining.
All right, you're right. So yeah, I don't think the number will go up. If you count the extra 30+%, it'll probably go down. Yeah. So I wonder why he preferenced that statement with that.
Vaccinated. So that's not you think the best numbers for us to look at are going to be based on the breakdown of who's been vaccinated and the percentage of those, because we can compare that to the percentage of the population. And at present, we're at about 9% of those vaccinated are black, and that's compared to 12.4% of the population.
I thought we were 14% last time I looked up.
How much did he say we were?
He said we were 12. We're at 14 now. Last time I looked at the census number, it said 14.4.
I thought we were 13.
It was 14 last year.
13.9.
Last year when I looked, it said 14. I don't know.
We probably about 20% of the population.
Probably
25% of the population.
But most niggas don't do the census.
I didn't do it either.
I didn't either.
At large, so still have some progress to make up. And the systemic racism, structural inequality, going back generations, both historical and contemporary, that we have to navigate in this pandemic response effort. And so, this vaccination effort has been designed to navigate a lot of those factors, and it's making progress.
Wait, are they trying to say that the vaccine effort is a civil rights thing? Like they're trying to say the same way they're trying to stop you from voting, allegedly, they're trying to stop you from getting what?
Well, since y'all so focused on us, can you please help us get our reparations?
I mean, that'd be nice. I wish y'all had the same level of effort put into that.
I wish y'all was so concerned about that and put more effort in trying to get reparations. And Black News Network, your audio is terrible.
No, he's on Zoom, Travis.
Okay.
He ready to go. See how quick you ready to go in on a black business? See that? But anyway.
Fuck them.
Damn. But at this point, this is not outreach. This is harassment. They even going after the dudes in jail. King County Jail. They're trying to get. We already know they was at the churches.
Yep.
They've been at the churches for the last 5 months, maybe 6, since December, really. Now they've been in the jail. So actually, they haven't been in jail. That's why the damn security ain't been there. Who did you say you found a story where the damn cooks are becoming the security at the prisons?
Yeah. There was a story where I don't know where this was. So the security guards were either quitting or not showing up to work.
I don't think they
started.
By the way,
they started having the nurses and the cooking staff be security guards in the prison.
Now you said that those,
and they were protesting. They were like, "This is dangerous."
Now look, they were not in danger because the last thing a prison want to do is affect somebody who's the last ditch effort for them to have any sort of to get anything.
I think that's crazy for the.
I think security not quitting because of COVID. By the way, I think they quitting because of money.
Yeah,
they get more money from unemployment.
You get more money from unemployment, and honestly, Amazon is putting heat on people's ass because here in Seattle, Amazon is paying $18 an hour. The minimum wage is $15 an hour. So not only do I have to deal with y'all motherfuckers, I can go work for $18 at a warehouse, not have to deal with shit. The only thing that I got to do is just
work my ass off and not have to pee in bottles.
But I don't have to deal with people.
Yeah, but the whole point of this video is they keep trying to make this excuse that the reason why black people are allegedly lagging behind in these vaccinations is because they don't have a way.
Child care,
they have access to it, or the children,
transportation,
and it's like, no, if niggas wanted to get the vaccine, they would go get it. It's simple.
And they've given you all the access, all the incentives.
Yeah,
to go get it.
They giving you $1 million lottery in Ohio, like $5 million in New York, if I'm not mistaken.
If you look over the last 2 weeks, the breakdown of those individuals vaccinated is actually about 11.3% black. So that tells you we're making more and more progress week over week. We're still pressing toward the mark, but we're trying to.
And guess what they're doing? They're trying to shame people. They call you selfish for not taking the vaccine.
Yeah, they
said selfish Americans. You know, there are people that are going around. We saw this on one of those channels we were watching, if I'm not mistaken. You remember he said they throwing the vaccine on people?
No. You talking about these people were having anti-vaccine rallies that they didn't want the vaccine, and people who took the vaccine will go there and spread. Because when you take the vaccine, what they call it, basically it spreads through people.
Yeah. So
they took the vaccine and they went to the rallies to pass it on to people who didn't.
And they were also shouting out like
spike proteins. They were passing on the spike proteins.
Yeah.
To people who didn't take the vaccine. They called it helping them. When really, we don't get into it, but it's actually kind of the opposite.
And then they were coming there pretending like they were anti.
Yeah, they were acting like
they were actually just trying to make you sound stupid for saying the stuff you were saying too in the protests.
Yeah.
To understand exactly what the challenges are. And what we've seen in the black community, biggest barriers for folks who want to get vaccinated and haven't yet, it's things like transportation.
That's not true. Look, people want to get to my uncle who took the vaccine. He was going to the doctor for something else, and the doctor brought up the vaccine to him.
Same thing with our father.
Take it. Then you got people that go to the damn dentist.
You know what?
And they're talking about a vaccine.
I hate to say this. If our mom was still here, we would literally be having to fight.
No, I don't think so.
I
think more than likely she would have a whole.
It would be so much pressure from the doctors and stuff that she has to get the vaccine because she was renal failure.
In child care, time off of work, or places that they feel comfortable going to get vaccinated. And so we've designed initiatives around all of those. So the key here is just making sure we're listening, engaging with community members and leaders, and being responsive. And I think that's been our mantra since the beginning, and that's the reason why we're seeing progress.
Sir, there's no progress.
So wait, the whole purpose of them making this segment is saying that there is no progress, but you come on and say there is.
So he's promoting.
Isn't that propaganda?
He's telling you that there's progress, but we know there's not no progress because if there was, they wouldn't be having a segment.
Saying
Biden wouldn't be coming
it
out
would say
saying
Biden's push to get African American community vaccinated is gaining traction.
It says not gaining traction,
so
which means by people not taking this.
So his job was to come out and lie?
Yeah.
Skew the numbers?
Yeah.
Anyway.
Your own people.
Well, he part of the Biden, hold on, he part of the Biden administration, so he ain't all skin folk and kin folk. If you're part of the Biden administration, then yeah, I mean,
if you're part of any administration,
yeah, I can go with that too. Not
just the Biden
I don't think there's ever been an administration in the U.S. that's worth a damn. So I can agree with that point. It doesn't matter what administration it is, but please leave niggas alone. If they gonna get it, they gonna get it. If they not, leave them alone. Stop coming to the barbershop. Stop coming to these women's salons. Stop messing with people at the bar. Stop messing with people at the dentist. Leave people alone at the grocery store. I'm here to get groceries. I don't want a vaccine.
They got it everywhere too. Damn.
I mean, it's like, damn. Church, your damn pastor done puts it on you. Please.
Yeah, that is crazy that they call you selfish. You're a selfish American for not wanting to get the vaccine so we can get back to normal. It ain't never going back to normal. What part of that don't y'all understand?
The normal they know is never coming back. So I don't know how they don't understand that. So anyway, only place that's gonna be normal, I think maybe a little bit, is Texas, Florida.
It ain't gonna be
Atlanta.
normal.
It's gonna be because they never shut down.
It ain't.
As far as just how people communicate, that's how people communicate. It'll be normal there, but everywhere else, no.
I have a theory. Y'all remember the main two states they were talking about was, remember, it used to be New York and California.
Yeah.
They have turned against those two governors.
Yeah.
I would not be surprised by the end of this year or early next year, the governors that are in Texas and Florida, there's going to be some stories that are coming about that's going to come out about those two.
Particularly DeSantis. I ain't going to say
spicy.
That. Yeah. I would not be surprised if DeSantis came out.
The Texas one too. The Texas one ain't gonna be about the spiciness. It's gonna be something else. Probably. I'm not gonna say what my theory is. But just like they went at those two. The
media didn't really go after Newsom. He just fell apart because of the people. The people got to recount. Cuomo, they didn't go after him either. The media protected him until they couldn't no more, and then they covered it up. Nobody talk about it no more. So the only real heat that came on anybody was Florida and Texas. They've been getting pressure the whole year. They've been getting pressure the last year.
They didn't not in the press, not like the Me Too movement.
No, not like that. But even with Fauci's emails leaking, in the emails, it's not as explosive as some try to say, but it's some stuff in there that lets you know Fauci was being very manipulative in some of the things he said at the beginning. He understood there was possibilities that other things were happening, but he denied it to protect people.
Which means he wasn't being fully transparent with the public, which is what he said he wanted to be, correct?
Yeah, so I mean, I ain't listened to Fauci since.
That's what they accused Trump of doing, right?
Yeah, I ain't listened. Kamala just went over to Guatemala and said, "Don't come." And it's like,
she said you got to be blunt, just like she told us. I'm not doing anything just for black people.
So I'm not gonna sit here and say I'm gonna do something that's only gonna benefit black people. No.
She told y'all Guatemalans, don't come over here.
Yeah, it's like what's the difference between that and,
because if you come over here, I have reason to believe that they're gonna turn you right back around. What she's telling you if you bring your ass over here,
She might have been just talking strong, but they ain't gonna do shit at the border too.
no, this is true. Kamala Harris.
I don't think so.
I think so.
But yeah, Fauci, I ain't listened to him since he said don't wear masks, and then turned around and said wear masks. And this, the reason why I said don't wear them is because we didn't have enough for the medical professionals. When you lie, then if this pandemic really is killing people, you cost people their lives doing
Let me
that.
tell you something too. China, they have just been whatever they just been taking shit and throwing it in a box and sending it over here. I get gloves from them. The gloves is just so cheap now. It's like you try to put this is an extra large glove and you put it on your hand and it just tears up.
Yeah, it is what it is.
They just throwing shit and just sending it now.
Yeah,
pretty much.
But niggas ain't want the vaccine. They don't want the vaccine. Please stop telling this lie that people just don't got access to it. You got it everywhere. Like I said, grocery stores, church. You got it everywhere.
And you are not being a selfish American by not wanting to get the vaccine. That has not been approved by the FDA.
Yeah. But anyway, man. And all praise to the Most High. Peace.